Genshin Day. Genshin Thursday. Okay, what do we have to do? So let's do our Alright, alright. Man, I can't get comfy. After failing to intercept the Amazon, I was certainly working up my son. What can I do?
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Chair is tilting off to an angle. Most annoying. Right, well, I'll sort this out.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Alright, let's try this again. Bloody annoying delivery drivers. Alright, so what we got to do? We have to let's just do our dailies first. For fuck's sake. For God's sake. Alright, what are we up to? We're up to 2. 2, 2, 2. Well, we got 4 of them, but I think I might just try and do that new boss. Even though we haven't got Callie yet. It's a bit too much of... takes a bit too much time to unlock her. So I'll do that tomorrow. But we can go and kill the chicken boss today.
Shadows of fate.
The wind knows me.
Whirling snow. So rude.
One with nature.
Let me scry. Sketch.
The wind knows me.
Take flight. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get these dailies done. Lava just to get the stream started today. Real nightmare. But here we are. Running along.
I'm here. Shake it and stir it. Delved into deck. Whirling snow. Yeah.
Oopsie dozy. Let's go. Oh no, I don't want to go. I just want to check this. I wonder what happens if you do a quick start. What happens? Yeah, I'm going to do quick start on that. But obviously not starting it right now.
Think you can bully me?
A new job.
Take flight.
Into my hands.
Yeah.
Pick up all this shit. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. Give me all that stuff. Right, where's the next one? Is that the last one in town? How far is that chicken boss? He's over here somewhere, isn't he? So I'll have to run all the way from here, all the way over there. I'm not sure if that's going to be worth my time. I think I'll just do that tomorrow.
Time to go.
And just do the domain today. Go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Boo Boo? Booba? Baba? I don't know. Boo Boo. Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Time to go. Time to go.
Let's go. Little Meng. There you go, Little Meng. Yeah, I thought that might happen with the chat when I moved the window. Let's move it up so it doesn't cover any text. That should be okay. It's so bright, I can't see anything. Okay, let's go hand in all our stuff.
Time to go.
Add Astra. Thank you for. Add Astra.
Glaze lilies while I'm here. Come on, BP, hurry up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What should I try
So
this
the
time?
next thing we want to do is there some new notice? Just update summary. Okay, whatever. So where are we going to now? New domain, I guess. Let's go.
You are not welcome here.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
Wind strike.
Can't see. There we go. Can never see past Kaz's birth. Too shiny. Way too shiny. Ooh, 3 drops. And 3 crap drops.
Let's go.
Let's go.
One with nature.
Let me scribe. Take flight.
Let's see what we get. rubbish.
Huh, I'm here.
You are not welcome here.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves adorn my.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Time to go.
Oh no, no space. Okay, okay. Cracky. I don't know what to enhance. Let's just go to the character window and do it from there. Where's my MC? Lumine, where are you? Are you using Dendro stuff? I'm not using this crap. I forget which set I got the goblet on. Dendro. There we go. Oh, two bad ones. Might as well try and take that up, see if we can get a crit stat on it. No. Alright, what are the options? I suppose that one's better. To enhance it a bit, makes my space. Just a +8. This will do. Oh. Meh. But I don't know who that set's for, that Elemental Mastery set. Probably like some of the characters that haven't been released yet.
The wind knows me.
Shadows of fate. Whirling snow.
And for the final run. But why healing bonus game? And why a bad Chio Goblet? Alright, we got one nice piece. One nice piece. I'm gonna raise it a bit. Even though it wasn't the set I was looking for. What's the name of that set? I forget. No idea. Let's find out. Gilded Dreams. That's what. Oh, just a feather, wasn't it? One. This one. Just gonna try and use all my artifact XP on this to make space in my inventory. Alright, defense percent. Why not attack percent, game? I reckon this is going to go to like 30% defense if I don't run out of XP for it. Alright. Now if we can just stay away from that defense and HP, it'll be usable. Okay. No, 17% defense. What a shame. What a shame. There, I don't really need to be raising any of that. That's okay. It's got potential. It's got potential. I've got like 4 crit circlets already. Come on, crit damage, crit damage, crit damage. No. Got defense. Alright, let's try for crit damage here. Can't be bothered to do it that way. Just the wrong percentage. We might as well do both the crit damage ones as well. Try and get crit rate on the... Oh, we are out of the fodder. Okay, fine. We need that space anyway for artifacts.
I only wish life
So
was
then.
leisurely. Is this a little more often?
Yeah, I think that's all the
How greedy of
boring stuff done. Let's change count. And then we can actually do some exploration after the boring stuff. And we are back. Well, almost. Little Calais. Elham. Okay. Let's go to boring stuff first. Actually, I need to fight this chicken. I haven't fought him before. Oh, sorry, he's a terror shroom. But I did go and unlock the teleporter earlier, so let's go and fight the chicken. He's Dendro, isn't he? Let's just check. So yeah, I probably shouldn't use this group. Hello, Jade Plume Terror Shroom.
And leap! Break a leg!
Order guide you.
Here comes the catch. Time for a light show!
Wow, I mean, he's just so easy. Nice, we got Chunk. Bad Flower. 3 of these things. Okay, let's go do dailies. While we wait for him to respawn. Oh, that was like so easy, that fight. I thought it was going to be at least something a bit more challenging than your average Overworld boss, but nope.
Quietly now.
Solidify!
And step. Busted. The fuse is lit.
Okay, so I don't think that boss will be respawned yet. We'll do one more daily, then we'll go check. Actually, you know what? Where is my Kalak? Must be down here somewhere. There she is. What do we need to ascend you? 2 of those. These things. Where the fuck do we get these? Ashavan Realm, Avidya Forest. Alright. That's going to be my bottleneck. Well, Elan seems like she can get up the stairs a bit easier now. They did say they were going to fix that this patch.
This is order.
Time for a light show.
Alright, that boss hopefully is respawned. Let's go check. Luckily, he's quite close to the teleport. You can just have a look. Alright, he's not back. Oh, this bloody incel. Godwin the incel. Oops. Thought I was on you now. That's better. Alright. Boss time. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do all my resin on the boss.
Solidify!
Here come the fireworks! Observe! Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Strike is one.
3 of these, some of those, 1 of those. Alright, let's go finish our dailies. Back to Mondstadt. I'm gonna try and finish the Archon quest today. I don't know, I don't think I can finish it, it's probably too long. Because I'd like to start my dailies in Azuma. In Azuma. Oh, that failed, I didn't get any of those. In Azuma, Sumeru, God. My memory. Where's our daily? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Oh. After it is rendered stunned from exhaustion. Okay. Let's wait until it's stunned from exhaustion. Where are we going? This way. Shit. Change group. What I like about the patch is now I've got like all these different groups that are ready. I can just choose which one should I play. Yes. Hello, Panic. How's it going?
Everybody stand back!
I will have order.
Access denied.
How did not him? All that loot. Great, so dailies are done. Let's go hand those in and craft some of those crystals. Yeah, it's alright so far. I've hardly sort of had a look. Yeah, so I've done the statues, unlocked those, the bosses, and some of the domains. So I haven't really had a proper look around. What's this? Download path, no idea what. Yeah, okay, what that is. Yeah, it's alright. I'm still like in the process of exploring, but it's what we needed, just a new region to explore. What about yourself? How do you find it?
We're way behind schedule.
Hand my dailies in.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Ah, yeah, I was going to make some of those dendro
We're way
crystals.
behind schedule.
Let's do that. We should have enough dust of Azoth. I reckon about 50 will be enough. Yeah, so we're about, like, we're kind of in the same boat then, I guess. We haven't, but neither of us have really had a proper look. But it's just nice that it's there, you know, like we've got a new place to go and explore when we've got time, rather than just logging in every day just to do the boring daily stuff and, you know, wait for new banners, basically. I need to go and fight that boss again. Let's go. Hopefully. I don't think he will be respawned, actually. Let's have a look. Oh, he is. There he is. Alright, let's see how he does with the melt team. I was expecting a bit more from this boss. He just dies really quickly, like everything overworld.
I'm going in! I'm the right man into the fire! You're
Order guide you.
for Rex Lapis!
Oh, I need to wait till he's exhausted to get the event reward. How do I know when he's exhausted?
Next on the agenda,
Let's just keep watching him, I
we're way
guess.
behind schedule.
Stabilize.
I'm not really sort of noticing any patterns where he looks exhausted. Just prod him a bit. I honestly can't tell when he's meant to be exhausted.
Stabilize.
Lol. Yeah, he's not really appearing exhausted. I don't know what that means to defeat him when he's exhausted. Alright, let's just kill him. I don't understand what we're meant to do. Great. So I've only got 2 of these beak things. That's not great. And this is not great either. There's nothing great. Yeah, see this. After it is rendered stunned from exhaustion. Yeah, I don't know what that is anyway. We'll come back to it. Oh, we've got some of this currency now. 700 for the crown. Okay. I probably need these beforehand for Callie and main character skills. Let's have a look. Where are you, Callie? Calais? What do you use? Oh god, I can't even. I've got to send her first. I've got to find these. Ashravan Realm, Avidya Forest. Right, let's have a look. Where are those places? I do not know. Alright, I'm going to go back here and take a picture of that boar for that quest. And then have a little wander around. So it's in this direction. That must be it there. Quick, it's going. Great, that's done. Great. Next. Oh, it's not unlocked yet. What's with? About this? Is this all ready? So we can do this. this. Score 1,000 points, 2,000 points. Hello, Potato, how's it going? What about this? Complete the wonderful fungi of Tevat. I have no idea what that is. Meticulous, that's not unlocked. Complete Aranara carving. Can I complete? I don't have any components. Oh, I need to buy those, don't I, from the shop? Yeah, same here. It's been alright. Thanks. I'm not sure what to focus on doing today. I think I'm gonna try and do some of the Archon quests, because I should have like an hour, hopefully, before my son wakes up. But I do want to do that boss. Where is it? I don't know if it's respawned yet. Let's see if the chicken has respawned. Yes, it has. Apparently I'm meant to like try and kill it when it's... Why can't I mean... combat.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's nice and spicy.
Apparently I need to kill it when it's in a... what, like a... let's have a look. In a stunned state or some shit. After it is rendered stunned from exhaustion. Okay. I think we can do that. Let's just change group.
Lie on the grass. You can feel.
I don't know who to take. Ah, yeah, we'll take Yoimiya. Because she can dish out a huge DPS a very short period of time. Which I guess its stunned state is very short period. The beloved king of fungi. It just looks like an overgrown chicken that's a bit sick.
Flag fly and leap. Flags up. Observe. Busted.
I don't really want to just start unloading. I think it's pretty much meant to be like North Africa, Middle East and North Africa, with a bit of like sort of India, Persia, that sort of neck of the woods. So I'd say stretching from Morocco all the way across North Africa to Persia into India. That's what I think it's meant to be.
Solidify.
Flags fly.
I think I'm just gonna have to kill this because I don't know when exactly it's stunned.
This is order.
Break a leg.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Three of those and not very good. Alright, that is my resin all done for the day. Let's go and do the Archon quest. This is pretty, this little village. Where is it? Oh, it's Port Ormos, but up here it's really nice. Yeah, I mean, look at the rugs as well. that's like it, you know, like Persia is known for its rugs, right? Persian rugs. So that's like modern day Iran. So yeah, it's meant to be that sort of neck of the woods. Gulab Gir. So that's an almost Indian sounding name. He's a snake handler as well. You know, in India they charm snakes, don't they? Like Ilham, like spelt with two, like one I, spelt with an I instead of an E, is the Middle Eastern name, girl's name. Shyam, I mean that sounds a bit Middle Eastern, doesn't it? Rama, sounds a bit Indian, Rama. Rojin Jan. Yeah, I'm just looking at the names of these NPCs. Buttress. Buttress. It wasn't like Sylvester Stallone's dog called Buttress? Something like that. Anyway. Tarane. I don't know. Tarane. And in like one of the cutscenes, when you see the official, like there was these three blokes. They had like sort of Middle Eastern clothing on, but like with like all ornate kind of design on it. Not like white like they have in the Middle East. Buttress. Butkus, okay. Butkus. I knew it was something like but something.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality.
Oh, Puria. So that sounds kind of like Indian, doesn't it? Like Poonam, Puria. Hey Sam, how's it going?
Believe me, I'm not making this up.
Jayant, that sounds Middle Eastern. These clothes look Middle Eastern.
Open conflict,
It's a shame they've made like, oh, you know, I can understand them not making the NPCs.
you know that.
Sorry, I mean the characters we play, right? Not making them dark skin in case Asian people don't want to spend money on buying those characters. But we could at least make all these NPCs and villagers be brown. I was glad that Daya, you know that Daya, that chick, the character, they've kind of put a tan on her skin, but it's more of a red tan than a brown tan. Jayant, I mean Jay is kind of Indian, isn't it? But the Jayant, it sounds a bit more Middle Eastern. But I mean, this whole region is meant to be that, isn't it? Stretching from, like I said, northern India all the way across Middle East to northern Africa. So it'll be comprising all of those like areas, sort of beliefs and stuff into one condensed region. Are you going for a Tignari setup? Or not?
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find.
Alright, Paimon, let's go and ask around. Let's do the detective work. I don't know what we're asking about, but what's this? Arya. Arya's a bit kind of, I don't know, like where would, that's kind of a bit of a universal sounding name. Let's do it to Ilham.
Welcome, welcome. How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question.
Yeah, but none of these are direct Middle Eastern names. The closest one to an actual Middle Eastern name is hers, Ilham, and they've spelt it differently.
Especially around this time of year.
Like all of these names are like combinations. Like there's one chick that you meet, her name is Dunya Arazad. And you know Dunya means world, and Azad means freedom. So they've in Hindi and in Urdu, so they put Arabic and Hindi together to make a name up. Do you see what I mean? And that's like a lot of these names. They've like mishmashed names from different regions together to make newer sounding names.
You see over there? Those are students from the academia.
Yeah, Ilham is definitely Middle East. Like, one of my missus' friends, she's Moroccan, she's called Ilham. You got that American surname, senator, you know, in Congress, Ilham Omar, probably the world's most famous Ilham. But Malay is a mixture as well, because we've got to remember, you know, the etymology of language. it all start like all of the North African, Middle Eastern, Northern India into Malaysia, into China, into those regions. All of their languages are derived from Arabic. They've all got bits of Arabic sounding stuff in them. Is it really? I don't know that. I don't know much about Malay. I got a friend, she lives in Brunei, but so she speaks Malay, but I don't really know much about the language. She's a film director, funny enough. Don't know if you've heard about a martial arts film from Brunei called Yasmin. Yeah, my friend, she directed that.
Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then
Oh, mate, Sam, it did my bloody head in yesterday. I just wanted to get off. I really just wanted to get off the game, but I didn't want to leave it and have to come and do it today. You know, like all I wanted to do was 412, and it was just pissing me off.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see?
When I'm in a hurry, I shouldn't choose like just rando teams. I should like choose like my strongest teams.
But not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are
Yeah, I definitely should have taken
Eremites are after. As long as they know
Tower instead of Yoimiya.
deals can be made.
You know, like that name there, look at that, Ayn al-Amma. Anything with al in it is a Middle Eastern name. But yeah, so far, Sam, I haven't really done much. I've been doing, this morning I logged on to do the quest to get my Calais. So I've done that quest up to the getting Cali bit, and then it, you know, unlocks the rest of the event. And now I thought, well, I'm going to try and do the Archon quest because I want to get the dailies and the weeklies unlocked.
I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside.
Yeah, it's from a roundabout then, Potato. You know that movie? Yeah, her name's City. She's the director. She's a friend of mine from years ago, like years and years ago. Oh, congratulations, Ennis. Hello as well.
And shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, if you like kind of, like, I'll be honest, if you like proper martial arts movies, you know, like from like China or Korea or even like Thailand, yeah, it was our first martial arts movie, let's just say that. She's my friend, I don't want to be bad. But she, like, you know, it's a good start. And because she was like the first woman director to direct a woman's centric martial arts movie in that country, so she got a lot of like hype for it. And I don't know if you've heard of a martial arts movie called The Raid. I think it's Malaysian. One of the actors from that is in Yasmin. Yeah, she's from Brunei. Like, she's from Brunei. She lives in Brunei. But she used to study here, and that's how we became friends back in the day. A long time ago. Alright, I'm going down here. I'm going to unlock this teleporter as well. There's Buttress. Why is the cat called Sissy? A well-behaved cat. Feel free to pet it. Or I can't. There's no option to pet the animals. Still to this day, Mihoyo, we cannot pet the animals. Ennis, I want to try and do my Archon quest, dude. I'm sorry. What do you need? You just need some bosses. I think you know what? I'll come quickly because usually your help only requires me for like 5 minutes or something. All right, what are we doing then? At least they spelt it with an I though, Potato, and not with a Y. Where are we going? Kimiya. Steal your plant. Alright, I'm waiting. But I can't wait all day. Hamawi. So that's like a mixture of some, like, like Hamid, like that name, Hamid, with Awi, which is a bit more kind of African sounding. So they've mixed names together. Mansour is an obvious Middle Eastern name. Ahanga, that's a made up name, but the Anga, that end bit is definitely from Middle Eastern. Yeah, and look at all these vases and stuff. It's definitely Middle East. Halva, I mean, come on, in India there's a sweet called halva. Like, you know, they make their own sweets. It's like famous. Khalid. I mean, look, come on, this guy's called Khalid. Look at, he's got incense burning. He's got flipping hookahs up here. Shisha and hookah. This is definitely Middle East. Alright, where are you in this? Where have you gone? Oh, you need to kill the chicken. Okay, let's kill the chicken. Can I just change my character to Elan? Great. Yeah, but it's in names. The pronunciation isn't there, but if you look at the English spelling of them, it's always there. Well, it's not always, but you know, the names that have it, it's there.
Buster, take it easy.
Be still.
Fire hazard!
Oh gosh, I forgot how bad my Elan's ER is without having another Hydra. Oh, we've got you. You're another Hydra, aren't you?
Do what we should do!
Giving me resonance.
The fuse is lit!
Oh dear, I've been smacked in the face. Cool. Alright, Panic, let's have a accept your friend request. Thank you. Alright, let's go somewhere and wait for this boss to respawn. I don't know where you've gone. Well, I'm gonna go here. Alright, where are we now? I'm gonna steal more of your plants in us. Oh, there's a Drake over there. Do a bit of Just Cause. It feels so clunky, this grappling hook. Alright, let's see where you are, Ennis. I don't know where you are. Oh, you're doing the, this hyperstasis? Okay. Let's go. Come on. Jump. 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 I can't even get up this bloody rock.
Time for a light show! Here come the fireworks!
Game's up. Fun's over.
I got no skills in it, you're gonna have to hit it. There you go.
The fuse is lit!
I love the way she stands like that with her hands on her hips. Does she just do that after N5? Or just when it dies, I think. Alright. See you later, NS. Bye bye. game's too low budget to have a high quality. I don't know if it's low budget. I think it's like they cut corners because their production cycle is so it's so quick. Having to, you know, like knock out a new character every 6 weeks. Behame sort of could sound Middle East Behame. I'm fixated on looking at Bhai. I mean, in Indian that means brother, doesn't it? Bhai in Hindi, Bhai is your brother. So there are like saying Nazanin. That's an Iranian name, because we've got a British Iranian over here that got incarcerated in Iran, and her name is Nazanin or something. I forget, but yeah, that's an Iranian name. I'm just looking around at people's names now. Oh, there's another cat there. Who you? Who you? Who you? 10k more from those chests, not bad. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I need to go this way. Go to Jafar. Look at this as well. Go to Jafar Tavern. They put a D in front of Jafar, but we've all seen Aladdin. We know who the baddie is in that. Is it this way? Oh, I wish you luck, Sam, in your daily VV farming. You actually going to the domain, or are you doing the lockboxes? Oh, what's this? You can attain whimsical drafts from snapshots challenges. Give whimsical drafts and resources to the craft person at Akara Crafts. This is how you make that Aranka thing, right? Ara. Really? You're going to the domain? Fair enough. Oh, is your carry all kitted out now? Oh, you know what? I wasn't on this account. You know, on the other account, I only had like one Dendro Goblet, and I was trying to get one for Callie this morning. I got a sick one. I got like double crit, attack percent, and ER on it. I was like, oh yes, this is probably the best Dendro Goblet anyone's got so far. But I didn't have like the resources to level it up. So I don't have any of these pieces, right? Okay, fine. Where to go to next? The I think Jafar Tavern is to my right.
Our store is an authorized retailer of the Fei Yun Commerce Guild, so we can.
Yeah, okay, I was about to say that's a Chinese name, but look, Fei Young Commerce Girl, so she's from Liyue. Is that meant to be Noctilus Jade? Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'm hoping I get some good rolls on that goblet that I got, but even if not, it's just that, like, low level double crit isn't bad for a goblet. Amy, but I did have to, like, I did do a lot of, like, strong boxes. It wasn't easy. This guy's called Jangir, but that's an Indian name, Jangir. And I've seen that in Dubai and places in the Middle East, in the Emirati Middle East, that name. Amy. It's nice just having a look around at things, like just having a look at everything. Kamala, come on, man. You guys must have seen that Miss Marvel, right? Kamala Khan. She's meant to be Pakistani. This is the whitest Pakistani I've ever seen, but Alright, let's go this way. Although saying that, like in the northern areas of Pakistan, they have people with white skin and blue eyes and green eyes. And they naturally have them there.
This This is the place we heard
What's
those
that name?
students
Bay
talking about.
Rose. Bay Rose?
Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Yeah, but they didn't. Obviously, like, she doesn't look like she looked in the Avengers game. Because she's like tubby, isn't she, in the series? In the Avengers game, she was just like normal, she was just thin.
Think that they can go toe to toe with the boss?
I honestly didn't know who she was until I played that Avengers game.
King, they'll be the first
I was like, who is this character? I had no idea.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracol Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of.
Yeah, I watched the series, the first season. I enjoyed that. I thought it was alright. It was just like a kids show, you know. It wasn't meant to be too serious.
Yeah.
EM timepiece. That's what I needed yesterday, Sam, on this account, and I got it, but I got a bad one, so it still made sense using the off-piece one, offset one. Excuse me. Tarek, look, this guy's name's Tarek. Look, see, this is what I meant about the skin tone. They make it kind of a different shade, but they haven't made it brown. It's like a bit more red. And they did that with Daya as well, the chick that wears like the red bra, the midriff showing. Yeah, see, look at his skin tone. That's not brown, but it's like just a darker version of that, not what Yoimiya's got.
How can there be Kairagi here?
Yeah, kind of, but like a bit duller. Because Yoimiya looks a bit like she's a white sunburn. Like she's been on the beach and didn't put a like tanning lotion on. Let's have a look at this chick. She looks a bit brown. Yeah, she looks like what I'd say is brown. And there's Mill. These guys look white. Or sort of like yeah, she's definitely white. But she's more of a like, you know, like Japanese white than white people white. And he's sort of, yeah, like, I'd say like kind of Middle Eastern tone, just want someone who doesn't get out much, doesn't get a lot of sun. Roshana, I mean, come on, this is an Indian name, Roshana. This is like, I'm wondering if the way they've done it is this kind of rainforest area that we've got access to now is a bit, you know, it's a bit more lush, is a bit more like India, where India's got rainforests and stuff. And then when we get the desert bit, it's going to be like the Middle Eastern, because we know the pyramids in the desert region, right? We can't get there yet. And where pyramids, yes, North Africa, well, all over the world, but we know North Africa. Oguz, that's like a Turkish name, isn't it? Oguz? Where are you, Enes? Come and tell me if that's a Turkish name. Fariba, that's a made-up name. Fariba. That's kind of like Farah, but Fariba. Who we got over here? No names. Oh, Innam. Innam is always like Ilhan, isn't it? Berat. Neriman. Yes, so many of these names are made up. What's your name? Oh, yes, Oguz. Alright, you're definitely Chinese. Xiaodong. Xiaodong is definitely Chinese. He's not from these ends.
Why is that shipment of spices still not here?
Sorry, let's check my messages, what the wife is saying.
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
Anand. Look, that's an Indian name. You know, you must have heard of Anand Tech, right? That tech webpage where these Indian guys called Anand.
Every ship deserves them.
Yeah, okay, I've kind of looked at everyone. Where am I going? Trying to get to this tavern, and all I'm doing is running around like assessing the names of NPCs. Bitter. That's like an Indian name. There's an Indian girl's name called Bitu, like with you at the end. Guys, give me 1 sec. Sorry, someone's at my door. I'll give you and Mia to look at.
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Oh? Oh.
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Sorry about that. That was one of my friends dropping off a late birthday present for myself. Alright. Let's see where we're going now. To this tavern. Roya. I'm fixated on the names now. I want to check everyone's name out. Oh, it's Tarek I've got to talk to. Ayman. Matari. That sounds like Indian. Matari. Mashid. It's almost something. I mean, this under here is this faction is Mahamata. That definitely sounds Indian, doesn't it? Mahamata. Aban. What's his name? Abans. Don't know. Anyway, enough name critique. Let's continue playing.
Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that.
Like I do, Sam. Just in case you can possibly use it as an off piece, you know, like just a random off piece. So you've got four good pieces already of the set. But the piece that is the maidens that's got double crit is better.
Doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right
That's why
place.
sometimes, especially on the other account, you'll see me just like leveling up like rando artifacts from something like Maiden's Beloved, but they'll have good substats. And then it just sits in my inventory for ages. But then that day comes where you're like, oh, if I had one of those, I could, you know, like I could change the 4-piece around and put that piece in. What? He wants 500,000 more. What?
Here, this is the merchant's address.
500,000
Whatever
more.
you're looking for, you'll find it there.
That's 2 artifacts from +0 to
Well,
+20.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the
Scarlet King.
We're actually interested to know more because...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeria. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted.
Ooh.
She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch.
Even that
destroyed the
name,
Scarlet
Ruka
King's civilization,
Devata.
And our ancestors were forced to
Like
flee
that
to
sounds
this land where
Indian.
we were
The
made to suffer
Kavata,
the
the
tyranny of
Ka
our
Devata
enemies.
bit.
Furthermore, she conspired with the
And
Academia
like
to cover up
Rook
her
is like
sins
a
for actions,
Middle Eastern
and
name,
create the
Rukia.
merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection.
Oh god, these are the religious knights
Our
then.
God shall return.
These are
And when that day comes,
the
all
fanatics.
followers of the traitor and all the desert
The
dwellers who have
Ayn
forgotten their true
al-Amma.
God will suffer
Amma?
retribution
Amma?
together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has
I
reached
didn't
its
say to him I
end.
was academia though. I said I
Not
was a
just
traveller.
yet. This man is a fraud.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again.
Oh, we meet
I already
Al-Haytham.
warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for
Is he
you.
our first silver
This
fox? Our
group has
first
been
character with
boasting all
silver hair?
around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring
I think he
people into
might
their
be.
territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Haytham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
There's like they've got the ability to like
I wish to
plug
discuss my
into
terms with your boss.
the
Ha! The
like
boss made it
basically what we
perfectly
the
clear that
story
he
we
won't
found out
negotiate
yesterday is that
with
there's a huge tree underground
And in no
that all the ley
uncertain
lines connect to,
But that was
and it goes
then.
downwards into
It
the
does not
earth,
preclude him
and so
from
the ley
changing
lines
his
come
mind in the
up,
future.
and they're the
I'm
roots
warning
of
you,
the tree,
don't push us.
and so they can
This could
connect up
get
to the
ugly.
ley lines
We don't
basically,
usually get rough with people from the
like a
academia
network,
because it just complicates
and they
things.
get information, any information that you know
we might just have to make an
that they
exception.
can.
If you're
Basically,
suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals.
not bad, Sam. Not bad at all. I guess you got an upgrade.
Above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not...
He's got a nice design. Al-Haytham.
What did you say?
It's very nice, Sam.
Have I ever failed to follow through on my word?
Yeah, he's a definite pull for me, this character, when they
He's really
release him.
out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp.
The Pharos Lighthouse. Pharos is like an Egyptian thing, isn't it? The Pharos. Not the Pharaohs, the Pharos is
Not so
a
fast.
different thing.
First, you return the 500,000.
We get a $500,000 back. I was worried about that. These guys are trying to knock me for $500,000.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them.
He's coming across. I'm getting like D-Look vibes from him, from this story, like the D-Look of this town.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really
Cats.
can't afford to get so flustered
Up to
even
mischief
when
as
someone
usual.
confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way, after him!
They're always up to some mischief. Because my older one doesn't like the youngest one. The younger one obviously doesn't like her back, but the older one's like a terrorist. She just like hits the other cats like just like randomly. Like if I'm not about, then you just hear all this meowing and fighting and stuff going on. I'm like the law. I am the law, the cat law in the house. I do like these incense burners. They look really cool. The smoke rising from them. I like this port. This whole port looks really nice. I'm sold on this area of the map. It's very nice. Yeah, I think it's the age. My oldest, she's 14 now, 14 and a half. And the new one, we guess about 6-ish because we got her as a rescue. She just turned up one day crying outside our house.
It's Al-Haytham, right?
And the eldest one's always bullied the middle age one, the one in the middle. So obviously a new one comes along, it's like another one to bully and assess that she's the alpha cat and all that crap. And the problem is I've got like 3 females as well now. With 2 females it was alright, but with 3 of them it's a big headache. And they don't really like listen to discipline from my wife. Not just because like they're females, but also because, you know, they're my cats. Basically, my wife and I have only lived together about 4 years now, and the older 2 cats are like 14 and a half, and the other one's coming up to 14 now.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you 2? And why are you a student? Right. Look.
I can't see his shoes properly. You know I'm a stickler for Teyvat footwear.
Oh, yeah! He's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
He doesn't have a vision, forget it.
But he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot.
Right, so they weren't religious nutters then, Tarek and his mate. They were like just thugs trying to scam us with some wishy-washy story.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give
They need to stop giving this haircut to their characters though, like isn't that almost the same as Child's, just a bit more spiky? Almost the same as Toma's. Almost the same as Zhongli's.
To give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia.
Is it solo content, Sam, or is it, can you like go in a group as a dungeon? Can you get carried basically by other players? That's my question. Oh yeah, I like his boots. Look, they've got the upturned bit. You know, like in India, they like the upturned, curvy shoes.
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This.
Yeah, he's a definite pull for me, just from his design.
It's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to a personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate.
Yeah, it's definitely related to India, this area, because that's the other thing, you know, the network they're connected to, that Bluetooth headset, it's called the Akasha. You know, in like Hinduism and Buddhism, they've got the Akashic records, which is meant to be like basically a record of everything that's ever been done and will be done in all of creation, for every single thing that exists. And so that's what they're basically saying that network is. They tap into it, which in Teyvat would make sense, right? If there's one big tree in the middle of the planet. A bit like the World Tree, you know, those stories from Norse mythology about Yggdrasil.
With our current arrangement,
there's a lot of
I believe I can offer an answer.
mythologies mixed up in this game. Like our mythologies, real mythologies.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
That is emergency food, Ray1. Emergency food. Right, where are we going? Go with Al Haytham to somewhere. Yoimiya is not going to say no to that. She's like, oh, he's a hottie, that Al Haytham. Definitely following him.
Let's continue our conversation here.
Welcome to the stream as well.
To learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory.
Dory, the blue fish.
Unlike the peddlers,
she's on Disney. On Disney
Plus. She often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people.
I think maybe that's why she's got knowledge capsules, eh?
Don't comply with
she's got really bad memory like me.
I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition.
Fair enough.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have.
Let's go meet Dory then. Come on.
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
Well, we know she's got a slime up her sleeve she can sit on, bounce around on.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The way you said that, Sam, does that mean like you like Dory the fish? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
She only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are...
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
I introduced my son literally like 2 weeks ago to Finding Nemo for the first time. And normally, right, he's at that age, he's 3 now. That, you know, like an hour and a half movie, you can't sit through it. Probably sat there through the whole thing, watched the whole movie. He loved it.
Tell me, can you detect any difference?
Well, I tried to get him into the Finding Dory one, but he wasn't really feeling that one.
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it
It's not bad, that second one, actually. I watched it through, like, you know, with him, even though he was not paying attention. I had not seen it before, the Finding Dory. But Finding Nemo, yeah, when it came out years ago, I was an adult then when it came out, and I still enjoyed it as a kid's movie, so it was really well made.
So those capsules are using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
It's funny when you go back to like the original Toy Story. I've been showing him Toy Story as well. The animation looks so whack, and I remember in the 90s when it came out, it looked so good back then, and now it just looks so bad. Like you can see the lack of polygons, the texture work isn't crisp, but even the way the models move, the lighting, everything.
Be sure to exercise some caution.
It's amazing how far CGI has gone in like 20 years. Like compare like Toy Story 1 to the Lightyear movie, you know, the Buzz Lightyear one, the new one. There's so many miles apart, the quality of the animation, like, it's crazy. I was talking about the first Toy Story, Potato, I think it came out in 95 or something like that, like mid-90s. And I was like a teenager, like late teens when it came out. And yeah, compare that to the Buzz. You know, it's funny you say that about the Buzz movie, right? When I watched it, I didn't even notice that the couple were a gay couple, that they were a lesbian couple, until I was on Facebook the other day and I was reading this controversy about it being woke. And I thought, really? Were they lesbian? And then, obviously, my kid watches it a lot. He likes the robot cat in it. There's a robot cat. So he watches it almost every day. It's on in the background. And I looked and I thought, oh yeah, they were like a lesbian couple. But I think
then we have a deal.
If it's important to you that it's woke, then you notice those things. If it's just standard life, you don't notice. I didn't notice. I didn't even clock. You know, it wasn't even an issue to me until someone said it was an issue and I saw it and I thought, oh, well, right, okay, it was, they are gay. Didn't bother me. So it's, you know, it's people who get bothered by it, make a fuss about it. And why are you getting bothered about, like, a imaginary character's sexuality? I don't get it. Yeah, the original Toy Story came out in the 90s, yeah. Lightyear obviously came out just this year. I think it's an alright movie, Lightyear. I enjoyed it. It's good. It's a sci-fi. It's probably, you know, like, probably my kid's first science fiction movie. But yeah, it's a science fiction movie.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Yeah, well, that's like, I mean, that's different, isn't it? You're talking about countries that are following a religion that says you can't have that, so the state follows that. But I'm talking about people in the West, you know, like commenting on Facebook, who, like, these right wingers who have a problem with what they call woke.
Are you sure you're remembering that right?
And it's like,
Paimon doesn't think it was that. On the
well, I guess they have a problem with it because they don't experience it. It's the same one I found with most racists. They don't have they come from very isolated areas where they don't integrate a lot with others. So if you've never seen lesbians or whatever, and then you start thinking all this nonsense about them. It was like when we were, like 20 years ago, in my friend group, we used to have these discussions about, you know, about homosexuality and how it was seeping into mainstream culture back then. And back then, I remember some of my friends would say, "Oh, we're not homophobic, but we don't like the idea of that sort of way of life being promoted to our children because it might make them gay." And we have these discussions now with the same people, and I say to them, because a lot of them are now anti-trans, I say, but remember 20 years ago when you were saying the shit about the gays? Did any of your kids turned out gay because of there being gays on TV and stuff? No. So, do you see what I mean? Live and let live, man. This is what I think. Just live and let live. Thor got banned. Why did Thor get banned? Is there, like, they say I don't even notice this stuff. Is there LGBT? Is there, like, lesbian or gay stuff in that? I don't notice it, bro. It's Freddie Mercury era. No. Like, Freddie Mercury, he had it really bad. It was still, like, yeah, in the 80s and 70s over here, it was still pretty bad. But, like, gays, I think it was only in 1973 or 76 in this country, like, homosexuality became, and lesbianism became no longer illegal. So this country hasn't had it for that long that, you know, it's normal. And so you can kind of understand why these backwards ideas still exist. Same with, like, the racism. You'd think in multicultural countries you'd have less racism, but it's only from the 60s, which, you know, is one generation. It's not that far.
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand,
Go on, Sam, kill that boss. What do I have to do with a round neck?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
I mean, but that's like your judgment, Potato. Like, look in the animal kingdom, right? You got lions fucking other men lions. You got monkeys doing it. You got... So to say it's against nature when we understand we're animals and we're the apex of animals, but all the other animals are doing it as well. Like, the evidence suggests that it's not against nature, that it's actually always been part of biology. Yeah, but see, like, that's, nature doesn't show that, does it? Because there's every kind of animal. You can go and see documentaries about it, like, and literally they will prefer going with the male rather than the female. So, yeah. And it's always been in our history as well. Just previous cultures tried to hide it, hush it up, shun it. But in every culture, in every history, same with trans as well. If you go through the history books, it's in every culture. Just it gets hidden or dressed up differently in other cultures. But yeah, it's your opinion, isn't it? You can. I don't preach. I believe in live and let live. That's all I believe in. You know, if someone's not breaking the law of the land, then fine. And that's what I was saying, you know, in those states where religion dictates the law, that they're slightly different there. So yeah, if that's the law of the land in that country, yeah, don't. If you're doing that stuff, don't do it there because you're gonna go to prison. You know, follow the law of the land you're in, basically. But if you live there, then you're a bit fucked, aren't you? Because then you have to be hidden. There's a subculture that grows, and that they feel shame and they don't feel integrated into society, and that's the whole point of the LGBT movement, why they have pride marches and that, so they don't feel ostracized. Same with like me as a brown skin in this country, like there's you have like anti-racism marches and all this stuff. And why woke is a stupid term, because woke they get angry at woke because they're seeing now brown, black people, gay people, all these other people that actually live in their societies, but because they don't have interaction with them, they get angry and they have to call it a name. We're woke. Oh no, it's just a reflection of my actual life. I live in London. My actual life is gay people, black people, yellow people, you name it, all the people, they're all here. So to say something's woke it's a bit of a diss actually to those sorts of people who are perfectly normal if you've experienced them. But if you haven't, then you can you think anything of them. And often people as well like to look externally for and have someone to blame, a boogeyman, as to, oh, my life's going to shit, it must be these guys, it must be the gays, the foreigners, the this, the that, the other, blah 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 blah. And then you get these like political movements that are basically intolerant of others, like the far right.
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
You killed the boss, Sam, yeah?
Take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
Did you get like what you needed to get from it though? Was it just a quest, or do you need a drop? Alright, cool.
Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know, but then like my gamer nick is Alkenfell, right? And so it's all one word. But I took that from a 1980s anime. Like, it's not, I didn't make this name up. So maybe they're just copying like Alkenfell. And maybe we're gonna get a bald character next with a goatee. Yeah, right. They're never ever going to be a bald character. Watch this. I bet you in the life of Genshin, we're never going to get a bald male character that we can pull. Like an event banner bald character. Never. I guarantee you.
Please forgive me, but we may not.
Okay, so they've got Adventurer's Handbook sort of thing as well.
Fruits were taken by mice.
I wonder if that was intentional anyway, Potato, to take, you know, the emphasis off the Middle Eastern sort of inspiration for the character and all the characters' name even.
We won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
I don't talk to this guy again, really. I'm glad I'm not listening to all of this. I'm just chatting to you lot.
But we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our
yeah, you know what? It's funny. When One Punch Man came out, I was saying to my, because I used to always complain. I lost my hair at a very young age, like my teens, right? So I've always been bald, and I've always noticed that, you know, in media, bald guys are always the baddie. Like, very rarely you get a bald hero, and if you do, it's kind of some overly muscled, like The Rock or Vin Diesel or something, you know, too much testosterone bald guy, rather than like a suave, cool bald guy. And I was always complaining about that to my mates in media. Bald guys are always represented as the baddies. And then when One Punch Man came out, I was like, oh, finally, like, we get like an anime that's got a bald guy, and he's not like a, you know, he's thin, he's a thin guy, he's not a muscular, like, testosterone filled bald guy. It's funny. Is Meryl the one that has the scythe, Sam? Is it the big scythe? I saw someone with a big scythe. My patient, we will not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of the high fruits were taken by mice. I'm sorry to hear that, or congratulations to you. Which should I say? I'm pretty sure I've been clicking on the top one every time. Let's see what this does. Yeah, that made it go up.
If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Dizzy with the side of tinnitus, please. I prefer something that causes heat stroke. Icy great sword. Oh, okay. Oh, is it a bloke that has a scythe? I remember seeing the scythe and thinking, oh, that looks cool, because one of the classes in Black Desert used to use the scythe, and I used to like the sorceress class, I used to like enjoy playing. I was like, oh, that looks cool.
But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two
They should like make some of the polearms in this game be scythes. You know, you wouldn't have to be a whole new class of weapon. It could just, you know, be the same as the polearms, the spears. Just make it look like a scythe and look epic. And the same thing, I want dual swords in Genshin. I want like, you know, like two one-handed swords, one in each hand. No, you wouldn't have to make them dual swords. Just let us, characters that use one sword, have the option to have dual or one in their hands during animations. It would look cool as hell.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your
I just lost all of his trust. I've got to do this all again. Oh gosh. Right, let's try again.
Before I retrieve your products...
Yeah, most MMOs have dual swords, right? Because I used to always just play characters that had dual swords. I was a simp for dual swords for years and years and years. So normally I'd play the, you know, like the DPS tank, the off tank, who could have a plate armor but he'd have dual swords. And yeah, basically, Black Desert was the first MMO that I played for a long period of time that didn't have a dual sword class. But it was, the animations were so good in it, I put up with it. So I love dual swords. Is Crow Crow dual swords. Yeah, I mean, they could make them as a new weapon set, but I mean, we're talking about Mihoyo here, right? And what's the likelihood of doing that? Because that, you know, there's so much extra testing that has to happen, different animations for producing animations, there's balancing issues, all of this. So, and if you look at Shikahaijo, well, they gave us a puncher and a kicker, but they're using a catalyst. So just don't make us need to have dual swords as a new weapon type. Just give us the option to have an additional one in the other hand. All that takes them to do is a bit of animation work and no extra hits or anything like that, and it'll look cool at least, because it looks a bit stupid with the one-handed sword characters. Wait, let's bring up someone like Ayaka, where they've just got one hand empty, and you know that's not even canon for like history. If you think about this is a Japanese like katana. Katanas are two-handed weapons. You use two hands with them, not one. But she uses one, so it'd be better with two, or maybe a shield in the other one. But then we've got that 4-star Hydro character coming soon, haven't we? She looks like she has a shield in one of her hands. Candace. Yeah, I think you're right. Money stroke development time, basically. But that's because they're spreading themselves too thin, I think, Potato. Look how many new games Mihoyo have got. Well, I mean, two major ones, I should say, just about to come out.
But we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits...
No, it's called the Wakasashi. The katana's the big one, the Wakasashi is the middle one, and the Tanto is the dagger. I used to do Aido. I've got swords here, like Japanese swordsmanship when I was younger. Like Aido is a form of Bushido.
Taken by mice means they sold out.
But yeah, the middle one's a Wakasashi. But if you're going to have Wakasashis, then the class has to be an assassin class. They can't have shorter class. Like you can't have two long swords on like a smaller character. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter because even with Ayaka, she's got, compared to her size, that's a proper size katana. Look how long the hilt is. It's made for 2 hands to be holding. Alright, let's go here.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock.
Alright, it's this guy again.
Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by.
Alright, so here we say congratulations to you.
Thanks. You look like you have some
Next
skill.
we say...
Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
this thing.
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is
Oh, for God's sake, I keep clicking the wrong thing.
Before I retrieve your please forgive
I think the Adventurer's Handbook is good in this game while you've still got, got it. Gives you a lot of stuff.
Hara fruits were taken by mice.
So congratulations to you.
Thanks. You look
Then
like
we
you have some
say
skill.
the top
Why don't I
option,
pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
tinnitus option.
That's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
I'll take a guess. Alright, hopefully that's it. I don't need to talk to this guy anymore.
Beautifully. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
It's the Matra.
The
What?
Matra? Where? Oh, hey, them said we're done for
Are they like the cops?
We gotta get out of here.
The Matra.
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
No, there's no one here. No one here. Who's he run away from? There's literally no one here. Let's find him.
Time to go.
He ran that way.
Mamdo and Fayez. Fayez is definitely Middle Eastern name. Mamdo's made up. Is that what it is? Is it a ghost? Because I really wasn't reading any of the any of this stuff. I'm gonna read it all properly when I do it on the other account.
We'll offer both of you very generous
Yeah, actually, I might do all this boring stuff on the other account off stream. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Oh, it's not a ghost. Would have been better if it was a ghost. At least we can buy Primo Gems in here now. So what's that? 300 Primo Gems, yeah? 60, yeah. I think I'm going to be buying whichever one of these we need for Callie once I actually ascend her. Oh, I'm not the right person, that's right. I need to go upstairs, up there, up that path. Alright, let's go. Yeah, 300 is 5 times 6. Yep.
Look, he's over there.
But it's still good. That was never, we could never buy for the, this sort of event is standard. Like we have it every patch where you've got some sort of battles to do, some sort of collection to do, some shit, and you have the event shop and you have the currency. But we never had primos before. Crown was always the best thing. Yeah, she's not really damaged. I suppose she's meant to be a sub DPS, but her multipliers are terrible. But yeah, for Dendro application, she's fine. I don't know I haven't looked at her constellations. I'm not sure if she gets better with constellations, but I've had fun playing with using it and Dendro main character together. Dendro main character I find surprisingly fun to play. I was actually a bit torn between who I should focus on first to build, like Calais or Dendro MC. But I think Dendro MC is more of a main DPS, whereas Calais is like a support, like Sam said, a Dendro reactor, someone who applies it Dendro very well. Yeah, her skill is very good. Her burst is a bit of a letdown, whereas with main character I find his burst very good and his skill is just like his electro skill. Like how Kaya's E is. It's the same as that basically. So it's a bit of a problem if you're on hills. If you're not on a level surface, you know, the skill can miss.
If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
But the amount of reactions that I get from Dendro main character, his burst is very, very good. It's, you know, he just puts a circle on the ground that does Dendro, and you can just create reactions within it. The only problem is his burst cost is 80, and yeah, I don't have enough ER on him to be using him properly. But this is, you know, I'm just playing around with it. This group is where I basically drop in a different support and a different main DPS and just testing them with main character and with Calais, seeing what does what, basically.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now.
Joint operation, and I guess that's another dungeon.
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's
What are
nothing
those
else,
glasses? Oh my
excuse
god.
myself.
Why do they put those glasses on her?
Thank you.
They look so bad. She does just look like Diona in Middle Eastern clothing. It does look exactly like Potato Diona. Yeah. I mean, just, yeah, Diona, like, if Diona was in Aladdin, she's got those Aladdin pants on.
Actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you...
But she's meant to be a traveling merchant, isn't she? She can ride a slime, Potato.
Supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business.
As well, like, is it a skill or a burst? I'm not sure. But we get her next banner as the 4-star. Yeah, I'm not really interested. I'd like to maybe get one copy just to play around with her, you know, as I do with a lot of 4-stars, but then probably not build her.
So that's why I prefer to have customers like you.
Oh.
It's your first time here, but
Well, good luck, Sam. I wish you luck.
even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes.
I think my son's awake.
Go ahead. Help yourself. Voila.
Yeah, he's definitely awake. Can hear the pitter-patter of little feet.
Probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
The Matra caught her with these. The Matra must be the feds, right? The police. The Matra.
I'm not interested in your
Everyone's worried about the
reasons for
Matra
buying.
catching them.
I can, however, offer
This is the Archon quest I'm doing now.
this one, for example.
The event basically starts as a quest and you do a bit of running around, you know, normal quest stuff, and then it opens up to how it is now with the event menu. But some parts of it are still time gated, as you would expect with this sort of, you know, multi-phase event where you've got like the 1 or 2 currencies and you buy. It's always the same. They have like the crown is the main thing, and then they have like the talent books, and they have the crystals and more. And by this time they've added primos.
With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and ooh, now this sounds like 2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discount.
2 million more. I'm always broke in this game. I never have 2 million more. Or maybe on the other account, but this account I never have more.
The price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom. All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Didn't they all just look the same? I thought they all looked the same.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
I guess we haven't got that eye for quality that Dory was talking about with Potato. Only MC has it. Or maybe we need the Bluetooth headsets, because we don't have these Akasha links.
100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two.
100 grand. I mean, that's not cheap either.
100,000 more. You can pick any knowledge gap. Say what now?
That's like almost 40 resin. That's the way I see it. You know, how much resin does the Mora cost me? That's almost 40 resin.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned
Alright, come on, I want this conversation to end.
Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works?
Paimon always just talking rubbish.
Don't you want to try it yourself?
Listen to main character. He's like, no, Paimon, you're just the emergency food. Now get in the oven.
Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Excellent. Then please select from. Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose. Oh, but my dear customer.
If she's on the knock, look, she's not letting us pick the ones we want. She's trying to knock us. Do a bit of sleight of hand, you know, like those market traders that they show you something like a laptop. And you think, oh, you're getting a laptop, and they switch the bags. And you get a bag of stones or something, those scam videos.
So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the more
Congratulations, Sam.
let's at least try to find something useful.
Come on, this is... Sorry, I'm not going to read it now. I need to shoot off.
We'll take this one. All right, very
Yeah, I'll read this all on the other account when I do it there. Great. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to call it a day. But yeah, I'm gonna do a long one tomorrow. I've got a lot of stuff I want to do in Sumeru here. So hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. If not, I'll see you whenever. Sam, good luck with your boss. Potato, have a great day. And all of you take care. Peace out. Bye bye.